Hello, this is Shawn Woodell from Heavenly Soaps and Such. I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to embroider a hat using the hat hoop. Please watch the ads, it helps me out. Give me a thumbs up and leave me a message. I'm enjoying reading all the comments and corresponding with each and every one of you. Okay, the first thing you need to do is you need to take off the other things that are on your machine, whether it is just, I'm going to show you, whether it's just the sidearm like this that comes on the machine, or you already have the fast frame hooked to it. You kind of take those off together, and then you're going to take your hat hoop, which is this. Let me try to zoom out a little. It'll look like this, and you're going to position it this side toward the back of the machine, and you want this part here up. Okay, you're going to fit this over, make sure you can see the top of your little square bobbin casing here. Lift it over, being careful that you're not hitting the needle. You want to go under it carefully. Just slide it straight in. Okay. Then on the back, see if I can zoom in a little. You want this plate here that has this, whoop, and I dropped my little screw off the bottom. You should have these little the screw on the bottom. Okay. And you're going to slip it underneath the top plate, but in between these two plates. You want the screw to fit in this little opening. So you're going to slide it in, and at the same time, you want there's a hole here and there's one on the other end. You want them to fit across these little pegs that stick up on the top. So you do that, and there. So I have this is on that peg. Hoping you can see. Let me get you down here. This one is on this little peg here, and you see I have the screws underneath. You're going to go ahead and screw in the bottoms. Okay, I'm going to screw in the bottom on this side. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to take this little rubber piece here that goes with it, and you're going to slide it underneath this. Just position it on top. Okay, you can see that. Now you're also going to take this, another one of these, and I don't want to get in your way. You're gonna put it right here. Okay. Now, let's see. That's not the right hole. Sorry about that. I'm gonna put it over here, right next to the little thing that comes up. Screw it in. You're going to come on the other side, under here, and you're going to put it right there. There's the little thing that comes up, and here's where you're going to put it. Oops. Okay. So, now that's in. It should be, you know, sturdy. Just want to try one thing. Okay, just making sure I had it on there right, but that's right. Okay, so everything should be, this should be sturdy, and this should move a little, but not much. Okay, now you're ready to hoop the hat. Now come over here. And this is where I have my hat thing mounted, and I never have actually changed it. This is just a piece of cloth that I mounted on so it wouldn't mess the table up. But it's mounted here on the side. This is the hat, oops, try to zoom you out. The little hat thing here that you're going to put the hat on. Okay. You're going to put this part in the air, and you're going to slide it on, paying attention to these little pieces here are going to line up with the little wheels. I'm going to try to zoom in and show you. Okay. They're going to line up, yeah, with these little wheels that are right here underneath the, right here. You're going to line them up. You have to kind of, there you go, you have to, if it's up too far and you've got a gap up here, up on the top, it won't go in. You have to pull it back. Let me make sure I show you that, because that can be a little tricky. Let me pull it out a little bit and show you. Okay. If you sit it on the top like this, you have a gap here, and then when you get up there, it won't go underneath. So if you'll slide it back to you until it drops down, see it dropped? So it dropped down. Now it's laying flat on it, and you just put it up until you get to the wheel, and I grab these little things right here on the side, one on each side, and I just push till you hear it pop into place. Okay? Now, what you're going to do now is you're going to get your hat, using this hat, and let's back up. I take the Velcro off, or if the snaps or whatever, you're gonna fold your little trim, whatever you call the hem or whatever's inside the border of the hat in there. You're going to slide it in so that the hem is up against, let me make sure you can see me, because I want to make sure that I've answered all the questions about this. I hope you can see. It's hard to see. Anyway, there we go. Back it away this way just a little bit. Okay. Alright. So the hem is out like this. This is what the hat's looking like. The hem is folded up. Not down like it normally would be. You want it folded up all the way around. You slide it on, making sure that you keep that out. The hem goes underneath the little tab with the red line that's on the top right here. Slide it underneath that. Make sure it's the same around the edges. Nothing's folded under. Okay. You're going to hold it in the middle, lined up with a little red line, and I use the line on the hat to make sure that I'm lined it up correctly. You're going to fold the rest of it kind of under. Okay. There are some clips. Let me see if I can find my clips that go with the hat. There you go. There's clips here go with the hat. Hope you can see that. I'm going to clip right here. But first I want to check again and make sure that I'm lined up. Let me find my other clip. I'm going to go to the other side, fold it under, just under the little, folding it right under that, and just keeping everything in place. I'm going to take the little swing thing, put my bill inside carefully. You don't want it, it does have teeth on it, so be careful. You don't want it to grab your hat and mess your hat up. You're going to push it all the way up against the bill, right here, all the way against where the bill is joined to the hat. You're going to pull it onto the other side, hook the little thing, and I can't really show you this back here, but there's a little hook down there. You hook it, hold the hat. You don't want it to move. And mine had already moved, so I want to make sure that's there. Keep it in place and snap. Now I want to check it again. I think I'm perfect. Now, if it moves a little with you, you might want to slide it a little that way before you grab it so that it's not, if it moves a little, it's fine. It's perfectly lined up. You're going to get the little, come up some. Get this little metal thing that goes over the bill. You're going to slide it around, bend the bill gently till you get it over it, and then slide it down. There, slide it down. Perfect. Okay, now the hat's ready. So now what I want to do is I'm going to take these little things right here, and I'm going to pop the hat back off by just using the little lips that I used before to push it on. Now I'm going to use them to pull it off. But I've got to push the tabs with the rollers and pull the other part at the same time. And it comes right off, okay? Then your hat is looking like this. You can readjust these is what I do, because sometimes when you put it on it kind of moves it. Try not to bother the hat too much. This one looks pretty good, but I'm going to do it again anyway. Looks fine. And I think I'll just leave those usually popped up. Okay, so the hat's ready. Looks just like this. You got this on the bill. This is all the way up against where the bill and the hat goes. Flip it around. You have the clips on the side, and then the hat is folded in so that it's actually the hat's folded out. Okay, like this, where a hole is in the middle. Okay, now you're ready to put it on the machine. Now, I have found that this does not work too well. Sorry about the video, but the camera, I have to keep moving. But I have found that this doesn't work too well on women's hats. But on the men's, it usually works pretty good. Now, you take it and you turn the hat. Let me get you out, because you turn the hat sideways. And I usually have to play with this, so I might have to play with it. You kind of want to go in with the tab, making sure that you're not hitting the needle. And then when you get to the back, you turn it to flip it up. Okay? Okay, let me go over that one more time. You turn the hat sideways in between the edge of the hat and the little tab. There's an empty spot. You go in like that. And when you get to the back and you hear it kind of hit the metal, you gently turn up. Okay? Now, it's not ready, but let me get you on the side. Now, what you do here is the same thing you did before. The little tiny square hole aligns with the little roller. So you get it on there, line that one up, and if this one's lined up, the other one's going to be lined up. You use the little tabs on the side, and you just pop it in. Pop it in, okay? Now, the hat's ready. I've already got my embroidery set up there, and I'm going to click embroidery, and let's see if this thing works. Click embroider. It flips it around for you automatically, so you don't have to do it upside down. It will flip it around on the screen. Let me show you that so you can see, those of you that aren't really sure. That's what I'm embroidering, and when I click embroider, watch what happens. It flips it over so that it's ready. It's got it right in the center. I don't have to worry about checking it. It's going to put it exactly where it needs to be on the hat. So it's not like with the fast frames where you have to position it. Even though I will say, I am going to line it up because it doesn't quite look like it was right in the middle. And you just make sure that your needle is straight over the line if your hat has a stitch line. Okay? Now, I think I'm ready. Checking that side. Now, what I do notice is that it's a little... I think that's good. Alright, so then I'm going to start the embroidery. Okay, I'm going to hit embroidery. click lock, and oh, I didn't put the bobbin in. Oh, thank goodness I didn't hit it. Okay, it's a black hat, so I am doing a black bobbin. You don't have to. A lot of people just do white on everything. I just am a little particular, and I usually try to match it if at all possible. So let me get under here. Hope I can get under there enough to put it in. Oh yeah. Okay, snapped in. Close the door, make sure nothing's in the way. Got my hat down there. Okay. Something there on the hat. I'm gonna chop it off, but okay. Alright. And I'm going to go lock and go. Oh, I did forget one thing. This little thing goes on the okay, I did forget that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the thread. Okay. I am going to slip the hat off. The reason I cut the thread is because the thread would be down in there and I wouldn't be able to do it. So put this little thing on. I don't really know what it's for or why, but anyway, it goes on there. Slip it back on, turn, line them up. Okay, not wanting to line up. Okay, there. I didn't have it on right for some reason. Okay. So we're going to return. I'm just going to do that over. Seems like that's just really, really high, but it's too... Oh no. Okay. Alright, anyway, here it goes. Embroider. Lock and go. And it does make a little like a squeak noise, and I need to call him and ask him about that. Because when it turns, it does, I know you probably hear that little squeak. Okay, now what it's doing is every word is considered a different color, even they're all going to be the same color. And I don't want to have to sit here and hit start for every color. even though, I mean, every one of them, even though it's like it registered them as different items, even though they're all black. So what I do to stop that is you go here to the little, it looks like a piece of thread with, I mean, a spool of thread with a bunch of little dotted lines underneath it. You click that, and it changed all of these. It grayed them all out, which means it's going to consider them all the same, and it's just going to do one after the other. So you don't have to sit there. It took me a while to figure that out. But you don't have to sit there and go start, and then it does another word, and you go start, and it does another word. It'll just continue on. So then I will go lock and go. And it's making a little like bumpy noise when it goes down, but what it is it's like the backing on here is like stiff, and when you press it, it just makes a little noise. And this is a hat for someone my husband knows that asked for me to make a hat. But I'm probably going to do this hat over because I'm noticing that I didn't have this word centered correctly. If you notice, it probably should have been VO and then the line and then TE. So I will probably go back and do another hat too. But I'll wait and see how it looks whenever it's done. I may not. Sit here and watch the whole thing. I'm going to go ahead and let it finish, and when it finishes, I will bring you back and show you how I take it off and that kind of thing. But this is going to take it a little while because I'm running it on 600. I don't like running it faster than that with the hat hoop because it does make those noises. Hear that little squeak? So I'm going to let it go, and I've got 2 more lines after this line, so there's quite a bit to do. I'll bring you back. Okay, it's finished. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach here where those little push things are, use these tabs to pop it back off the same way you did when it was on the bracket on the table, and twist it, pull it back off, and then you're going to pop this off like that. You're going to take the clips off. You're going to go over to the side with the little flip. You're going to flip it, take it off of the little tab there. You're going to carefully remove it because you don't want those teeth to bite into any threads. Okay? And then that's it, you're finished. Fold your tab back up, fix the back again, and there you have it. And I will say that one thing I'm noticing about this is that I'm not sure why, but this letter is further off than the rest of them. Everything else appears to be fine. This one is a little bit more too. And of course this wasn't centered. I think everything else was centered, but this wasn't centered the way I would like it to be. So I'm going to do the hat again. I'm going to fix this little thing here, and then I'm going to slide this over just a little, and I'm going to do the hat again. But there you go. I hope you well, actually let me show you how to take it back off. you will just unscrew this, unscrew the one on the other side, the ones on the bottom, and you'll just slide it back off, being careful not to hit your needle, and you'll just slide the entire thing off and set it aside until you're ready to embroider your next hat. Okay, this is Shawn Woodell from Heavenly Soaps and Such. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.